Take a look at this. This is part of what was shown during the broadcast, showing just how quickly the snow just completely took over in Power Field. Snow starts falling about the middle of the third quarter, and as you see the time go through, you see the time lapse here. By the end, you can see the field is just absolutely covered. They're having to plow the lines so that they can see how far they need to get. And of course, we've got the extra help on TV, but meteorologist Stacey Donaldson joins us now. Stacey, almost every home game for the Broncos this season was warmer than usual, except for their biggest games.
Right. In their preseason, not postseason, it has been colder, but during their season, every kickoff was 60 degrees or hotter.
Wow.
So this is some of the coldest weather we've seen all year, and it happened to Mother Nature just opened everything up on the game day. So it looks like a winter wonderland out there for City Park, but from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. we dropped from 26 degrees down to 8 as it began to snow. Now our weather planner includes wind chills below 0 again for tonight. We'll also have that snow for a few more hours, and it'll be much warmer going into next week. We're going to pop right out of this Arctic blast here very well into the upcoming week. 27 was our high today. We lasted in the 20s up until about 2 o'clock, and then the temperatures took a nosedive. 45 degrees our average afternoon high, and last night we got down to 2 for an overnight low. Right now we're at 7 at DIA, 10 degrees downtown, and it feels like it's 13 below 0 at this point. Still feeling very Arctic here across the Front Range, single digits and some teens here for our area in parts east. You factor in the wind, feels like 13 below in Denver, 10 below for Akron, and 2 below for Burlington. So needless to say, it's going to be a very cold night out there, and we still have cold weather alerts across most of the central part of the U.S., and we're on the outer edge of this, and it does affect the eastern plains. This has been in effect for a few days, and it will expire tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for wind chills as low as 22 below 0. So the winter weather advisory still in effect here for the Front Range from Fort Collins to Denver for about 2 to 4 inches. We've already seen a couple of inches having come down, and we could see another inch or so here for our area and parts east, also up into the foothills. So we still have the snow coming down here for our area, and we'll continue to see snow here for a few more hours. So some heavy bands of snow down to the south and east of Denver, just past Deer Trail. We have light to moderate snow falling here for the Denver Metro, which is also making for some trouble on the roadways. It's very icy in places, and we'll continue to see those temperatures drop as we go through the rest of tonight for overnight lows around 2 degrees late tonight. So we'll have the snow right now clearing later in the overnight hours. So if you're waking up early tomorrow, expect temperatures close to 0 and below here for the eastern plains. About the same up into the higher elevations. We'll have those below 0 readings. 1 in Castle Rock, 2 in Parker, and 3 below for Longmont. So we'll start with single-digit temperatures tomorrow morning, but notice this futurecast, it's as quiet as can be with highs in the 40s for the afternoon, a few high clouds as we go into the evening. We'll have a high 44 degrees tomorrow. Much warmer for the day. We'll have those afternoon highs in the 30s and 40s here for the plains, 20s and 30s off to our west into the higher elevations. A pretty dry forecast here over the extended period, and a nice warm up beginning on Monday and taking us into the rest of this week. So the bitterly cold Arctic air is going to push off to the east and get out of the way. So we'll be in the 40s here to start the week, 51 Wednesday, 52 on Thursday, and 53 Friday, with those highs close to 60 degrees by the weekend. And we'll be right back after this break.